Okay. Hi, this is Dr. Yoli, and today our podcast is going to be about a patient that came to us in her early 40s. She was diagnosed with brain cancer, brain tumors, seizures, and she also had a hysterectomy earlier on when she was in her 30s. Thank you for your generosity in sharing your medical history. She shared that she went to Tijuana, Mexico to get alternative treatments because she could not find doctors that were going to do the treatments that she needed here without polluting her entire body with chemo and things like that. She is very alternative oriented, very health oriented. She learned that from her habits of her youth, bad junk diets and high levels of stress and the way of processing life, that she actually believes that she caused a lot of the problems that she has had in her medical history. So patient responsibility and lifestyle changes is really important for you to take into consideration when you say, this is the day the Lord has made. What am I going to do today? You have choices. You can do candy or you can do fruit. You can do cheese, fake cheese and pizza, or you can do vegetables. You can do alcohol, you can do a green juice. So everything you do today is going to affect tomorrow. It's going to affect also today's attitude, today's mentality, today's energy. So I want to share the x-ray of this patient because, it's no wonder to me that she developed brain cancer, because as you see in this photo that Mouse is putting up, she has 2 root canals on the upper right part of her jawbone, which is connecting to her brain, which is the area where she developed a tumor. So formaldehyde and some chemicals that are carcinogenic, like EDTA and chlorine, are chemicals that are used by a dentist to, mummify and also disinfect the main tubules. But the truth is that there's 3 miles of tubules that are filled with bacteria that the doctor cannot fill or disinfect. So we all know as dentists that an endodontist or a root canal is an attempt to save a dead tooth and a dead root inside your jawbone. If you think about it, it's not a wise thing to have a dead organ in your body. In medicine, the only specialty that leaves dead body parts is in dentistry. When a patient tells you, I don't want to lose my front tooth, I want to save my front tooth because I cannot live with my front tooth. Well, a patient that we saw yesterday, Maria, she came all the way in her RV and drove 6 days to see us, and we removed various root canals, and one of them was on the meridian of her ovaries. And she asked me, do you think that there's a possibility that I never was able to conceive a child because of the root canal? Well, she would not be the first one, although I'm not a doctor. We had many women that have had root canals on the front teeth, on the lower or the upper teeth on the front, that have not been able to conceive. The meridians are the pathways of energy that go from the feet all the way to the brain, and they bypass the teeth. So the meridians of the prostate and the ovaries, the kidneys and the UTIs are right in the front for men and women. So we see men with prostate cancer, we see women with ovarian cancer, kidney failure, and chronic urinary tract infections. And for years, there's people that are taking antibiotics for years to no avail until they remove the root canals on the front teeth that are causing most probably the problem. So we see an actual immediate cleanup within a day or two. The patients say, I can actually go to sleep now. I don't have this urgency to go to pee every night, every 15, 20 minutes, since you got the teeth that were in the meridian of the urinary tract or the kidney or the ovaries. So, by testimony, we can share with you that these are the reports that we're getting from the patients. So today I'm really excited, and the patient's really excited. We're going to be doing the removals of the upper root canals on the upper right, where the patient, she gets seizures. She has been getting seizures, and she's been, getting tumors on the brain. And she's really excited that today is a day that the Lord has made, and we're going to remove that. And we cannot wait to hear her testimony of what is going to happen to her after we do this. So tune in. On the other patient that had the ovarian cancer and was no longer able to conceive even before her youth, she has had that tooth root canal since she was very young. She fell and she injured it, and they did that. Also, she came because she has thyroid issues. Her mouth was full of mercury, and she decided, she's radical, but we saw her yesterday. She's doing really well. She said remove every single tooth that has mercury. Why? Because the heads were so big, and she cannot even fathom anybody removing that amount of mercury in her mouth and not, causing more trauma. So she's in hopes and is really excited. We saw her yesterday as a post-op. She's celebrating that we got all those toxic teeth out. And if you see the actual photos of the teeth, they were so corroded, so full of galvanism, so full of bacteria that, the patient knows what they need to do. We're here to guide you, and you ultimately make the decision of what you feel in your gut, what would be best for you. So best of luck, and we thank you for trusting us. God bless you. This is Dr. Yoli.